The coronavirus pandemic has had a massive impact not just on physical health, but on mental health as well. People who were struggling before are finding themselves struggling more now as a result, while people who maybe didn't have issues in the past are finding themselves having issues today. I certainly know that I've been struggling, and probably a lot more than I've ever really let on throughout all of this. So I was diagnosed with bipolar a few years ago, which means that my moods can go from being quite high energy and positive and manic to super dark depressions for prolonged periods of time. That, on top of multiple lockdowns, the uncertainty of everything, it's been tough. It's been really tough. Now, I'm someone who's usually quite open and quite honest about these things. I've spoken extensively about my mental health online with friends and with family in the past, yet I haven't really felt comfortable doing that since lockdown began, and I think there's a reason for that. I think the reason for that is that it's very easy to convince yourself that your mental health issues don't really matter in the grand scheme of a massive global deadly killer virus. It's very easy to convince yourself of that at the best of times, but especially now when people are losing their lives and their livelihoods and their loved ones on a daily basis. But I don't think that's right. I don't think that we should downplay or keep quiet about the struggles that we're facing, however big or small, through all of this. The opposite, in fact. We are in the middle of an unprecedented global pandemic. A pandemic that's restricted our ability to socialise, to see the people that we love, to travel, to work. None of this is normal. None of this is fine. Everything is uncertain and sad and different and difficult. And I think it's perfectly okay to feel those things out loud. Now, of course, there's only so much that any of us can do without abundantly resourced mental health services, but I still think it's important to talk about these things, not just in terms of understanding the sheer scale of the mental health crisis that we need to address on top of everything else, but in terms of challenging the idea that just because other stuff is going on in the world, that your mental health issues don't really matter in comparison. We need to be able to feel comfortable talking about the struggles that we're facing, however big or small, and regardless of what else is going on in the world. The pandemic doesn't make your struggles any less valid or worthy of support, however tiny or silly they might feel in the grand scheme of things. So it's okay to not know how to handle any of this. It's okay to be struggling with even the little things right now. It's okay to feel like you need help, and it's absolutely okay to say those things out loud.